What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while, it's been a while since my last video, but on a serious note, I know it has been a while since I have recorded my last video. The last update was at 17 weeks, and today I'm 25 weeks. I feel like a lot has changed, even though a lot didn't. It did, but it didn't, if that makes any sense. Pretty much, sorry, I'm trying to get comfortable. If I dealt with any type of symptoms, by the way, I'm just gonna jump right into this. So this will be my pregnancy update for weeks 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So honestly, if I dealt with any symptoms, it was the same symptoms throughout that whole period that I'm about to talk about. I finally got to the part where it wasn't like something different every single week, like the first trimester or the beginning of the second trimester. So at 18 weeks, I had my anatomy scan, and that was a special moment. I mean, it's the anatomy scan. It's a very important ultrasound, measuring the baby's weight and their growth, making sure all 4 chambers of the heart are there, measuring the baby's brain, just measuring literally everything, making sure that the baby is on track for where she's supposed to be at that time. Josh and my parents went. It was actually a really special moment, all of us being able to sit in the room together and experience that moment together. I think that was probably the only significant thing, honestly, that happened was the anatomy scan. But I paid for a private ultrasound at 20 weeks, and that was just for me and Josh to see her and see her in 3D, 4D. I just wanted to see what her facial features were looking like, and I just wanted to see my baby. Honestly, there's no other explanation there. But that was awesome for me and Josh to be able to experience that. And yeah, so those are the two two significant things that happened during this period that I have not updated you guys. Throughout 18 through 24 weeks, it's been the same symptoms, headaches, and during that time, it was awful, stomach pains, which was from the baby growing, and I know it was from her reaching the 1 pound mark, because I instantly just felt heavier. It felt heavier in my stomach, on my little body, and I definitely noticed every little thing. I noticed every little thing. It's a blessing and a curse with pregnancy, because you want to be observant, but it's just kind of oh, not again, something that just kind of racks your brain and makes you worried. So of course, I was calling my doctor, going to see my doctor over the stomach pains, but everything was fine. It was growing pains. The headaches were awful. It got to the point where my doctor told me that I need to go to labor and delivery with my headaches, so that way I can get intravenous medication, because Tylenol don't help shit. It does not help nothing at all. And the medicine he had prescribed me for headaches, his little pregnancy concoction, it wasn't touching them. It wasn't touching no aspect of these headaches, nothing. It wouldn't even take the edge off. What else? Hot flashes, of course. With the headaches, came vision issues. Cravings intensified around this time, or around that time that I'm talking about. Cravings have definitely intensified, like 100%, like almost as if like being back in the first trimester in the very, very early weeks when being so hungry, like you just can't, like that feeling whenever you're so hungry and you're eating so much and your stomach gets so full and your stomach starts hurting because of how much you're eating, but you don't care and you continue to eat anyway because something else sounds good. That's where I've been at again. Let's see. I have had more of a burst of energy. I have not been sleepy like how I was in the first trimester. That was something like no other. That was some other level sleeping. I did have some cramping. I was around 22 weeks, 21, 22 weeks. I did have to call my doctor because I was having some small like contractions, and he thought it was just from me being dehydrated, and I would have thought that at first, but I didn't think it was that because I've been drinking lots of water. I try to drink a lot of water, and I thought there's no way I could be dehydrated, but you know, with pregnancy, anything goes. So drinking water has helped with it, and avoiding like sudden movements, like, you know, like just, I don't know, I just can't really do sudden movements because it tends to hurt my stomach or make me start hurting. I've been dealing with Braxton Hicks, which are different from the contractions that I was feeling, but these were not painful. It was just my stomach tightening up in a ball and kind of staying for a minute, and you would actually see it harden up, like my stomach harden up in a ball. And I'll actually insert a picture so that way you guys can see. So I dealt with that around 23 weeks. 23 weeks. Yeah, around 23 weeks. Yeah, maybe it was around 23 weeks. The discharge started getting insane again. Like, I mean, lots and lots of discharge. Like, just lots. Like, I have to change my panties throughout the day, or it makes me feel uncomfortable. And that's leading into the next thing that I was going to say, because during the week of week 24, I did have to get medicine and go see my doctor and get my cervix checked because I think I was losing pieces of my mucus plug, but they say like really not to be, in some instances you don't have to be so worried or concerned about that because your mucus plug regenerates and it'll constantly like grow back, and it wasn't the whole entire mucus plug, so we weren't really like concerned. And obviously he checked my cervix and I wasn't dilating or, you know, showing signs of preterm labor, so that was good. But I did have to get antibiotics and some vaginal cream because I did get a yeast infection, and I don't know if I've ever had one before, but if I have, it was nothing like this yeast infection because this was very uncomfortable, and I definitely have been very cautious on how I'm taking care of myself down there. And it was always a thought in my mind, you know, because, you know, being pregnant, obviously, and just being clean, but this has just been on a different level for me. And like my doctor told me, he was like, you're not doing anything wrong. this is just pregnancy, and it happens to some women. The pH balance gets thrown off from all the hormones, and things like this happen. So I had a yeast infection. He thought it turned into bacterial vaginosis and got medicine for it, and it has cleared it up. I've been a-okay with that. Literally the first day of using the creams and stuff, it changed the game down there. I think that's like pretty much it, you know. The only major thing that has changed is my stomach. My stomach has grown, obviously, from what you guys last seen, if I did show it, I believe I did, at 17 weeks, and compared to now being 25 weeks today, my stomach has definitely grown. The top part of my stomach is definitely starting to pop out rather than just the lower part. She definitely likes to chill low in my stomach, though I feel her up in my ribs sometimes already, and it's just because of how small I am. I don't have a long upper torso, so she's pretty much already running out of room, and I'm already uncomfortable. Like, that makes me think of another thing. Also, starting with 24 weeks, my ribs started hurting. Like, I'm already running out of room. She's already taken over. But I will show you guys my belly. Let's see. There she is. Like, you can tell that she's just chilling down here. But that is mommy's baby girl. Let's see if I show the other side. I love looking at my belly. It's just, I don't know, I'm obsessed with it. Although I cannot wait for her to be here. Like, I cannot wait. It's just it's so crazy. You're probably noticing I'm running out of breath, but what's new, I have in all of my videos, that has been a symptom that has not left. And it has definitely intensified over the last couple weeks because of, well, you see, my belly popped. Ugh. Heartburn. That comes and goes, but not as bad as it was in the first trimester. I'm trying to think of any last minute things before I end this video, because I really wanted to get as much in there as I could. I should have addressed this in the beginning, but yes, this is the skin tag that I had on my eye. Yes, it is black right now because there is a string tied around it. When I went in to get my cervix checked the other day, my doctor, he was bored because, I mean, all of this is going on and they don't have very many appointments, and he was just like, I can make that fall off if you want me to. And I was like, yeah, let's go ahead and do it. So he tied a string around it and strangled it, as he said, and just waiting for it to fall off. But so yeah, I don't mind that, and don't mind the acne, because the acne has taken over. I wash my face, I use a facial brush, I moisturize, I can't get rid of the pimples. And it's even worse whenever I try to wear makeup. Literally, I can put makeup on, have it on for an hour and take it off, and there will be like 4 new pimples on my face. Like, they just form underneath makeup so fast. So it's to the point where, like, I don't even want to wear makeup for the rest of my pregnancy. Like, it's just, but yes, like I said, the acne is there. It's here to stay until this pregnancy is over. So I just had to learn to deal with it, even though I really don't want to. But yeah, I think that is the end. I really wasn't trying to rush this video. Sorry if it sounded like I was. I mean, one, I talk fast, and two, there really wasn't that much to address, and I was just trying to get to the point. All right, that is the end of this video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the little bell so you can get notified whenever I do post a new video. I'm going to try to, post some more. I feel like I always say that. You guys probably think you're lying, but no, I'm gonna try to post some more with all of this quarantine stuff going on. Maybe someone wants a video on how I've been dealing with that, being pregnant, because let me tell you, it has been a struggle. So yeah, hopefully looking at this face didn't get on your nerves too much. So yeah, be sure to subscribe so that way you can keep up with me and baby girl. And yeah, that's it. See you guys in the next one.